Dragster, you'll have a chance to win a set of tires on top of your $20K payday at the JJ Performance Friday kickoff. So thanks to Hoosier Racing Tires for helping us out. You'll notice a track staff wearing the good-looking Hoosier shirts and hats here this weekend. And our purple crew ready to get it done today. They are Hoosiered up. Hoosier starter, Hoosier water box. We need Kyle Smith to the tower, please. Kyle Smith, we're looking for you to the tower. Again, Kyle Smith, please. We need Kyle Smith to the tower. Kyle Smith. If you know Kyle and he can't hear us, please let him know. We're looking for Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith to the tower. Kyle Smith to the tower. So again, Kyle Smith, we need Kyle Smith to the tower, please. Kyle Smith. Nitro Joe Jackson, I'm sure you're watching us here, man. Long time no see. A big hello from the sunny state of North Carolina to you, my friend. Nitro Joe Jackson. It was good to get a tower call here from you, my man. Hope you're doing all right. So we're looking for all the door cars. Again, all the door cars. For time trial number 1, we're ready to go. We're looking for door cars, please. Again, Kyle Smith. We're still looking for Kyle Smith. Seeing a lot of hitters already making their way into the stage and lanes cars that go round and round and round, and friends and family that we haven't seen in a long time. And we're going to have a pretty diverse crowd of people here. We're sure we're going to be covered by multiple states. I can only imagine that our good friends from Canada are with us. I bet we have quite a few from across the border. So as we get into today, we'll try to do a state count. We always love to do that, let you know how many states are represented and how far people are from, and long distance and closest to the track and that sort of thing. Kyle, you're probably already on your way, but if you haven't heard us, we're still looking Kyle Smith to the tower. Kyle Smith. All right, we're set and ready to go. We're just asking for Racing Mercies and a great surface and a beautiful day of weather to help us out here. So our first pair of cars are making their way into the water. And time trial number 1 for the JJ Performance 20K is underway. All right, our first pair making their way into the water now. Going to kick off pair number 1 of the JJ Performance 20K to win And this is your first official time trial of the American Dream Summer Shootout, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. '65 Chevy 2 out of Homerville, Ohio, going to be Jerry Bennett. Bringing it up in the Summit lane, taking on Craig Seal out of Strasburg, the '69 Nova, in the Schaefer's lane. So we were watching some of this yesterday and determining that 10 or better is what it was taking to get through that bonus race. Bennett 35 green, Seal 18 red. Left lane getting their first Summit side at a 595.1 to a 604 with a 9. Door cars, door cars. You should be with us for your single time trial. Door cars, you should be with us. Rob Osting and Randy Biddle, your next pair at the tree. The Rob in the pickup truck out of West Milton, Ohio. Triple zero for Osting and a 621. Biddle 4th thou red and a 638. It only took 4 cars to get your first trip zip reaction time. I think it's going to be that kind of a weekend. Now, if you don't hear us call your name in that opening session, we're still working on getting some of our tech cards entered up. Gen 1 and a Gen 3 Camaro. $12 green, Summit side, Schaefer lane, 35 red. 576 to a 701. Left lane getting there handily first. We need the balance of our door cars, balance of our door cars. Balance of our door cars for time trial number 1 here. The Badman Motors powered 1992 Camaro coming up in the right lane out of Hudson, Ohio. How about 537 right lane, going to get there first to a 562. Dan, I'm going to try to say your name. I was trying not to, but Sajewski? Dan S. out of Hudson. Dan, you're going to have to come to the tower and have somebody teach me right on how to say your name. We need a parts call. If you have a TIG welder, we have a racer in need of a TIG welder. Go see Kim at the gate. Go see Kim at the gate. We have a racer in need of a TIG welder. I'm fairly sure it's not Kim that needs the TIG welder, but she would be the person that would help locate the one that needs the TIG welder, and you can connect them. So if you have a TIG welder, go see Kim at the gate. Craig McKenzie and Justin Logan on the surface now. 5.58 for McKenzie to a 6.41.9 for Logan. McKenzie out of Sunbury, Ohio. Next up, Christopher Schneider out of Strongsville, the 79 Camaro, brought to you by Trick Flow and Mickey Thompson. Taking on none other than Cameron Adkins out of Mentor, Ohio. I've known Cameron for quite some time, and he's really grown up to be one heck of a top ball bracer. So Adkins coming up in his 1967 Camaro. Lake County based Cameron Adkins. 001 for Schneider, 14 red for Adkins. Schneider 673, Adkins 640. Again, if you have a TIG welder, we have a racer in need of a TIG welder, please stop on by the front gate, see Kim. She'll connect the individual in need with you and your TIG welder. Greg Atkins. How are you today, my friend? See Greg trucking on through the water box. Greg is the patriarch of Adkins Racing. His son, Cameron, just made a lap. Next pair you got, Matt Forbes and Eric Severes. Eric out of Defiance, Ohio. Forbes out of Horse Cave, Kentucky. So Forbes left lane, the 1992 Camaro taking on the Fast Blast right side. 003 for Eric and a 525 Top Sportsman style trim. 649 for Forbes. Again, we need a TIG welder. Racer in need of a TIG welder. If you have a TIG welder, go see Kim at the gate, please. Kim may surprise you. I don't know. Maybe she's the one needing a TIG welder. Frankie McCullough, Fred Squires. McCullough, the 1968 Firebird out of Sheffield Lake, Ohio, taking on Squires out of Defiance, the 1968 Nova. The Nova in the Schaefer lane, the Firebird Summit side of the house. .006 for McCullough. 002, fourth out better for Squires at the tree in a 634 effort. How about that? 006, 635 for McCullough. 002, 634, 6 for Squires. Amanda Blackburn. We need the TIG welder to Chris Reynolds' trailer. Again, that's Chris Reynolds in need of a TIG welder. So if you know Chris Reynolds, you know where his trailer's parked, and you have a TIG welder. Blackburn, 696. Blackburn's opponent, 626 with a 9. So Amanda, 006 is the tree. Her opponent, 035. Well, that was Cody Bayes. Wasn't in the computer, but that looked like Cody's car. Could be any of the Bayeses, but normally Cody behind the wheel of that green and black wrapped Camaro. Matt Morton out of Elyria. 74 Plymouth slammed to the ground in the Summit lane. Morton's opponent in the Gen 3 Camaro. Yet to be entered. Driver of car number 316D. Timed out for Matt Morton. Going to back him up and let him take a hit. I think he was trying to get in there, but got timed out by the system. So for those of you that are double entered with us here this weekend, first and foremost, thank you. I also want to remind you, when we make the call, we'd ask that you come up early to the head of each round, ahead of each time trial. Our double entries, as you know, it's your responsibility to get up here first and early, and we would appreciate that. Makes your day and ours much easier. So again, double entries when we do call. Make sure you get on up there. So 609 to a 524. Having a little trouble at the tree with those guys, so I'm sure they'll get it sorted out as the weekend progresses. The S10 coming on up. 1971, the truck number, taking on Bill Webb out of Centerburg, Ohio. So the S10's in. Webb pre-staged up all the way in. Red light start for the truck. Webb, well, red as well, but first one comes up in the left lane. So S10 639 with an 8. Webb 492.4 in the door car. Coupling that with a 15 red. Stokes having a little trouble on the burnout. As Rich Patton Jr. bring it up in the Schaefer's lane. Big wheels up lead for Rich Patton Jr. 10 green at the trees, ousted by his opponent's 008. Patton crosses first though, 5.95.1 to a 6.84 with a 9. '37 Chevrolet, I think that's Steve Canati in there out of Kenton, Ohio. Cool looking hot rod, bringing it up Schaefer's side of the track. Remember tonight, in addition to $20K to win, a Hoosier set of racing slicks, whether your door car or traction, you get a set of tires. And 007 for the Camaro left lane, 009 red for Steve in that 37 Chev. 6 flat, Schaefer side to a 682 Summit lane. As an early reminder, tonight, 6 o'clock p.m. will be your family appreciation dinner. Papa Lucchini's meatballs and spaghetti. I'm eating breakfast, and all we're worried about is meatballs and spaghetti at 6 p.m. Summit side, going to have John Parsons out of Pataskala, Ohio. That's a 1984 Camaro, the Parsons Auto Performance and CPR custom paint ride. Taking on the Bumblebee